What's going on, everyone? We are back in the studio once again, and it is October. Good to be here with everyone. We got this orange. Well, I guess I don't know. It looks kind of yellow. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the lighting today, but it's happening. Maybe it's orange over there. It's orange over there, but that's just what it is. And someone brought in a couple of these cute little naranjas, these little pumps, these pumpkins, and that's cool. We got this little autumn feeler, and we got this, I guess the CEO of I guess pumpkin is kind of like a pumpkin is kind of like the CEO of autumn, isn't it? I guess so, because really, it's just doing deals with Mother Nature. That's what it does. It just like pops up every single year. And it's just like, it has it pops up and it's got it's got a smug little stem, which is basically, I guess, just like I don't know, I guess the top of a pumpkin, its stem is kind of like a top hat, I guess, or something like that, because a pumpkin, yeah, I guess so, and that thing's all dressed up. It's all decked out in orange, like it's wearing a little orange vest or a little orange suit or something, And that's, just walking into Mother Nature, just kicks that door down and it's just like, Mother Nature, I got this. This is what I do. I got that sucker. I got October and November. I got that. I got it on lockdown. That's what I do because I'm a little pumpkin, And it's kind of crazy that they only come out once a year, huh? It's all like the rest of the vegetables, they're just doing their thing, all year long. They're like, I'm just a little vegetable, and that's what I do. I just pop out whenever I want to pop out, and that's just what it is, They're out there just growing like it's like they don't have a care in the world because I'm just a little vegetable, But then when October, when October rolls around, this little ginger melon back here just says, just turns it on, just says it's my turn, essentially. Let me show y'all what the deal is in my month. Step aside, squash. This is my month. Daddy's here. Move along, little potato. You don't need to be here. It's my turn. What you looking at? You little cucumber slice, huh? What you doing out there? Quit flexing on me and show me, you're showing me your damn, your hydration stats or whatever, like it means something. To me, it doesn't mean crap. It doesn't mean a damn thing to me because I'm a pumpkin. I'm a damn pumpkin. And Mother Earth just rolls me out once a year, and this is and all I do is just bring joy to people's faces, and just makes me and that makes me feel it just makes me feel special, I guess, and that's great to have things around right there because we all need something a little special in our lives. So, and I love me a little pumpkin, huh? Who doesn't? You got to be out of your ratchet mind not to love this little thing. Look at it. It's a little, what? Come on, how can you be mad at a pumpkin? Yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I just got off on that tangent, but that's what it is, boy. That's what it is. Man, again, good to be here with everybody. I got this shirt, someone gave this shirt to me as a gift, and I'm not sure how I feel about it or not. I'm still trying to, it definitely feels nice on me. It feels nice on my body. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of thing, even though I don't have the best body, but, I kind of got that round body going on. You know what I'm talking about? That people, when they see me, people really think, that I carry around snacks in my pocket or something like that. I'm that snack Griswold little. I'll eat a little snack. That's what I look like. I don't know why the Griswolds are in it, but I kind of feel like I'm that. I look like I keep taffy in my sock. I just pull out a piece of banana taffy and just shove that thing right my face hole and that sort of deal. And I'm kind of shaped. I don't know. This shirt's a little big on me, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of shaped like I come with a side of dipping sauce or something. Something not that fancy, something like ranch or something, or maybe like a honey mustard, maybe something like that. If I'm feeling a little flirty, I guess. Ooh. But I just look like I got. Someone sees me across the way and they're like, dude, that cat's got appetizer energy written all over him. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, someone got me this shirt for my birthday coming up. I got a birthday in a couple of weeks, and they weren't sure if they were gonna, be able to get this to me or not. But I thought it was very thoughtful of them, and that was, it's just what it is, man. And man, buying clothes, dude. Buying clothes for someone for like Christmas or a birthday or something like that, it's always a gamble. All the time. You don't know what's gonna come out of that, out of it, because what happens if you don't know, if you don't know the person's size, then it's kind of, you think like, you might buy someone a medium shirt, that sort of thing. And then once they put it on, it suddenly looks like a dang, you think it's that, but then it looks like a dang, like a crop top on them. And you're like, oh, shoot. Okay, well, I guess you were a large, and I got that completely wrong, way. I'm like, oops, okay. Wrong size, and or you get it too big, that's the thing, man. You get them too big, and then you just look like you just called them a damn, they look like they look like a couch with arms or whatever, and the next thing you know, you feel bad, and it's just buying clothes for people is just so damn tricky, huh? Because one bad size and the whole thing is screwed up. And then the thing is, when they put it on, they like, they put it on and they try to play it off like either A, they like it, or B, they're just like, oh, okay, well, this is not my like color or my style or anything like that, but they're like, okay, I'll pay no mind to it. I'll just, I'll find something to do. I'll put it somewhere. And then they, they're in their head. They're just spiraling out of control, because they're like, oh, I don't like this piece of shit. I don't like it. This isn't me. I would never wear this thing. And all you're trying to do, all you wanted to say was damn, happy birthday or happy Kwanzaa or fucking whatever, something, whatever. Whatever you buy shirts and clothing for people for, But I remember this one time I dated this one girl, and this girl was a beautiful lady. I mean, she beautiful body, beautiful heart, beautiful hair. I mean, she was just, dude, she had beautiful, the toes attached to her feet. I'm not a foot person, but they were beautiful, and all the bones were right in the right places and that sort of thing, and they were where they should have been, and so anyway, so I bought this shirt, for her because it was one of her favorite bands, and so I get it for her. Similar to what happened, with the person getting me this shirt. It was her birthday, and so I got it and I gave it to her, and then the next thing you know, when you give a gift, you're like kind of slightly praying, you're like, oh, please let it be the right thing that she wanted. Let it be the right, let it fit right. Let her just, and it's like you're watching the damn final seconds of a game that's so close, and your heart's beating and your damn feet are sweating and the back of your legs are just dripping into your shoes, and you're just like, God, please just let it fit. Please just let it fit. And so when I gave it to her, she puts it on, and it literally looked like the damn shirt was just trying to escape right off her body, dude. You heard the damn cotton praying for just any type of mercy, just in her face. You just saw her face start turning red, and you just saw the whole little, I saw one little tear just roll out of her eyes, and I was just thinking, oh no, what did I do? And that it was so dramatic. It was just like, like one of those, like if like a kid like falls on some concrete or whatever, at first they're like, nah, it's not that bad, and then you just see it. It's just so dramatic. Like it was directed by Steven Spielberg himself, And she just looked at me, and her voice kind of trembled, and said, she was like, I'm too fat for this shirt. And I was like, oh no. After she said that, my heart immediately just dropped out of my damn chest. I felt so bad. And ever since, because I felt like I hurt her, and all I was trying to do was just be, was just trying to do something nice for her. And like, even sometimes being nice, it just doesn't work out in your favor sometimes. But man, ever since then, dude, I won't buy clothes. I won't buy clothes for anybody. The other day I kind of looked at, I'll let people pick their own stuff out. Which isn't really exciting, because it's kind of like, man, I could just give you money and then you could just go get it, Or why don't you take me with you and maybe look around and point out some stuff that you like, and maybe, and that's what boyfriends should do with girls, with their girlfriends. They should, if they don't know their sizes, they should just like kind of get a roundabout, like, hey, this would look good on you, and then just kind of hold it up on her and see where that goes, But yeah, I just won't do it anymore. I'll let them pick out their own thing, but overall, I'm just grateful that my friend was thinking about me, and that's it, man. I'm grateful for this gift, So thank you. If you're listening out there right now, thank you, man. So, what else has been going on? Got the new shirt. AI's back at it again, people. That's for sure. AI Tilly Norwood. I don't know if you guys know about this or not, but old Tilly here, Tilly's pissing some people off in Hollywood, and that's just what it is, Hollywood. That's just what it is. And Tilly is taking over actors' jobs. And surprise, 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 some folks in Hollywood are a little butthurt over it, and you guys can't do anything about it. Okay? Nothing. At all. It's just what it is. And the funny thing is you guys created all this. You overpaid just drama goblins. You created Tilly Norwood. That's what you did. And you're getting upset about this non-human, or call her an object. I mean, she's not even a real person, and you're getting mad at it. That's the funny thing. So you damn method Muppets out there, you damn blockbuster brats, or whatever you want to call yourselves. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? If you guys weren't so, all about the paycheck, and you were more about the actual craft of acting, of how you guys should be, maybe artificial intelligence wouldn't be like where it is, I guess. And I can't just blame it on you guys, but in certain cases I can, because that's where it's going. Essentially all you actors out there, you guys have turned, you guys just wanted to print money. You guys didn't care about about who wins the Oscars anymore. You just didn't care. All you want, you guys are just a bunch of paycheck posers, dude. That's all you are. You chase the money shot and not the legacy. And now you're mad because a digital entity, I guess, is like taking over. One that hasn't even been in a film, that hasn't even been filmed, hasn't filmed one scene at all, right? Or demanded anything. This thing hasn't even demanded its own trailer, right? It hasn't even demanded imported Fiji water from wherever it comes from. I mean, I would think Fiji, but hot damn, it could be from damn Switzerland. And you know what? Old Tilly, little Tilly, hasn't wanted any of it. Hasn't asked for a single thing. And you know what? She's doing better than all of you guys. And that right there, that's what's making, oh man, that's what's pushing the little buttons there, huh? So now you're upset because Tilly Norwood is threatening your throne. Give me a break, Hollywood. That's like a chef getting mad at a microwave because it cooked like food faster. Instead of like doing the old fashioned thing that cooking with spatulas and dang pots and pans or whatever. Yeah, one may taste better, but dude, that microwave didn't ask for a private dressing room. That microwave didn't ask for a 6-figure appearance fee or whatever. Yeah, or even a standing ovation. How about that? Old Tilly just showed up, and Tilly's just doing her job, and Tilly's just keeping it moving, and that's all she's doing. Tilly. Old Tilly. And the thing is, you got to remember, you got to remember, you guys built up this hype machine. Hollywood, you did, and now what's it doing? It's learning everything from you. It's learning how to act. It's learning how to act so you can complain all you want because about something which is nothing, right? Just taking your jobs. I mean, it's crazy. It's just yeah. It just feels like you're when it comes down to convenience. Okay, let's say that, right? When it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I I don't know, man. It just seems like you. What am I trying to say? Let me think about it. I'm trying to think of how I want to word convenience. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is you can complain all you want, all right, but when it comes down to when convenience becomes a new currency, right? Because that's what Tilly is. She doesn't have to. You just throw her in there, and she's not going to complain or anything like that. But pretty soon, your audience, Hollywood, it's gonna choose speed over over soul, and and you wanted that. You chose blockbusters over real stories, over real substance. That's what you wanted. You chose, the Marvel movies and all this other stuff. You want it, so here you go. All right? You got it now. And that's what it is. You know? But dude, no offense, but we're fucked. We're all fucked. Don't get me wrong. I hate AI. I don't like it. There's nothing about it that does that seems to be good about it. It just seems like it's making us lose control over things. And in certain cases, I kind of feel like we're losing what's real. And that is that's the sad part about it. It's not, AI is supposed to be used as a tool. That's all it's supposed to be, not a replacement. Like what happened to imagination? This is what we're doing. We're replacing imagination, for a shortcut with because we're lazy. That's what it is? We're replacing imagination. What happened to us? I just, but hey, when it comes down to Tilly's not even real, but again, Hollywood shitting on her. And it's just gonna keep going. That's all. It's just gonna keep going. And sooner or later, here it is. It's gonna be 10 years from now. And there's gonna be thousands of Tilly Norwoods. We aren't gonna have to have Al Pacino. Al Pacino's so old anyways, and so is Robert De Niro that they're gonna start calling each other. I say that would be weird, right? To combine Al Pacino and Robert De Niro into this, this four-armed, four-legged, I don't know, splash of mutant or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Like two grumpy old men became I don't know. I can't even think of it right now. I just but watch. That's what's gonna happen. All like Daniel Day-Lewis just came back, and I don't know if he came back at the right time or the wrong time or whatever, but and he just came out with a movie recently, and that's it sounds pretty interesting. I guess he wrote it with his son or whatever it is, but I guess people will always come back for that paycheck, huh? Hot damn. Look, hey. That's always the paycheck. That always pick the money. Look at what happened with the in the comedy universe, right? All those comics, some of the comics that I love went over there, and I could see both sides to it, right? I could see how certain comics are like, well, you know what, dude, I'm a comedian. I get on stage, I perform, I do my thing, and that's it. I don't have any I don't have any investment into what's going on, other than what's going on in my own life. And that's kind of a little ignorant here and there, but there are, some of the it's such a that scale so it's questionable. And for all you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, there's a bunch of comics that went over to Saudi Arabia, and they went over there for the paycheck because the paycheck was good. It really was. And if you're a comic, you're just supposed to perform. It shouldn't matter if it's in a damn cafeteria or if it's in front of a 500 seated audience right there. It shouldn't matter. You do comedy wherever you can do comedy. But when you start going over to certain places that are kind of like, people are questioning why. And then they look at the paycheck, they're like, dang, dude, what happened to your backbone? What happened to, Bill Burr is one of the comics, and I have Bill Burr in the background right here. I like me some Bill Burr, I like me some Andrew, some Santino. I love me some Bobby Lee. Now, am I going to get upset about them going over there to perform because, they got invited or whatever? I mean, I would say yes, and then I would say no, because they got invited and they should do what they should do because they're comics. Now the I don't know, call it something, call it deep pockets or whatever that they have over there, in Saudi Arabia. One thing that they couldn't talk about was they couldn't talk about religion, and they couldn't talk about the prince or whatever, and whatever. I don't. That's fine, but they went over there to tell a couple jokes about how to paint your hair red and why why one person's dog is so fat or something, whatever they're talking about, right? And some of the comics, I could see how a lot of these comics said no because, again, the backbone. But then again, if you were offered, $1.2 million to perform for, 45 minutes, who's going to turn that down? I mean, come on. It's pretty basic, right? That I don't think anybody would turn it down. Especially in these times. Like, what? No one's going to turn that down. But at the same time, where you're going is especially all of you, the woke comics, who are like, man, they shouldn't do this here and they should do that there. And then all of a sudden you do the complete opposite. And it kind of sounds like you're, you're kind of digging your own grave. You got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot in the gutter. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of thing. Kind of like P. Diddy. Look at Diddy, right? Surprise, surprise. He got 5 years. And I can't compare the two. But, come on. You guys lay in the bed that you make, right? And the funny thing is, the whole Diddy thing, Diddy wants he wants to do his sentencing at Fort Dix. Fort Dix prison in New Jersey, right? Which is like a minimal security prison. So when he says "bad boy for life," I guess that means he's doing his sentencing in some like dorm style cell or whatever, or with like yoga mats everywhere, and I guess like Tuesday is taco night and Thursday is damn chicken nugget night or whatever. I mean, whatever, Sounds like summer camp to me, man. That's what that sounds like. Sounds like Diddy got on like it sounds like he is going to it sounds like he's going to summer camp with a bunch of tax evaders. I mean, that's what it sounds like, or trust fund babies, or something. I don't know. I bet his bunkmate is going to be some dude named Preston, and he's in there for 6 months, because he misplaced, like $40 million or some shit, something like that, and that's, they're going to just play hopscotch with each other and just caress each other, and then, Diddy's going to try to stick in his little poo hole, that sort of thing. And thing is, like, on top of all of this, Diddy's asking for a pardon. And you're like, what? Like, dude, this is not VIP. This is not a VIP pass. Okay? It's just not. You can't skip in line, for prison, at prison brunch. You can't do that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. This isn't Coachella, right? You don't get a backstage pass to freedom, Diddy, and you don't get to bring, an endless amounts of baby oil with you either. So, you broke the law. You were transporting, a bunch of people that probably shouldn't, for prostitution and I mean, you weren't carpooling them to brunch, all right? You were carpooling yourself to felony charges, essentially. So great job, Diddy. Next time, how about try transporting groceries, or maybe puppies, or something else other than people. How about that? I mean, at least you would get 5. You'd get, if you were an Uber driver or something, you would get 5 stars instead of 5 felony charges, huh? 5 years 5 years, not 5 because he only got 1 charge, but and watch this. I'm sure there's going to be an AI Diddy pretty soon. Just wait. And he's going to be making better music than Diddy himself. So, I don't know. I don't know what to think about any of it. It's all cuckoo for, that bird. It's corn puffs or cuckoo for cocos and all that. I don't know. But hey, man, we still got some actors out there that are like willing to put like themselves out there because they are actors, And I don't know if you guys have seen this, and this is probably a horrible transition, but man, that Ed Gein series, dude, Charlie, Human Hummin', I mean, I brought it up like 2 weeks ago or whatever. But dude, that series, it's you gotta pay close attention to it. But in the end, it is really good. If you're into that sort of thing. But he put himself out there as an actor, as a true actor. he lost like 30 pounds and like, and he sounds like this. He's like, he's like, hey mom, mother, I don't understand why the dog keeps eating my, my cornflakes, mom. Mother, can I, and I don't know how Ed Gein sounds, but that is, I mean, I'd love to see how I guess I'm not going to look it up now, but, anyways, God, this hat is just, I don't know what's going on today with all this, but the series is so good, dude. You just got to, and it goes back and forth from like, because this all takes place in 1955. So, so you get to see like kind of the inside look on why he's so weird or why he kind of thinks the way he does, and then the depictions of Alfred Hitchcock and how he how he looks at Ed Gein and putting him into like, all these movies that people base that are based off of him, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and, Bewitched or whatever, something like that. I mean, I don't maybe not Bewitched, but, but overall, like, I'm only on episode 4 right now, but you get to see like, it's so weird. The care, like, I'm not like, I don't know enough about Ed Gein, but I am learning a lot, And of course, it's all depiction and that sort of thing, but it really makes me just want to like, I don't know. And this is what people are like, especially like the whole, and I'm not calling you guys out or anything, nothing like that, but boy, it is like, the girl that I'm dating, she's like, man, I can't believe this dude was like this. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, who's Leatherface? And I'm like, we're 80s babies. Leatherface was practically our next door neighbor, I mean, he is, that's what we see in Hollywood, or not Hollywood, in Halloween stores. Is Leatherface. But it's crazy, dude. He has this chainsaw scene that I just saw like at the end of and I'm not trying to spoil it, but man, go watch if you do have a chance. Go watch episode 4, the last like 5 minutes of it. You'll be confused a little bit, but hot damn, it is. It leaves you like, what? This guy is unbelievably crazy. Yes, mother. Yes, mother. I will go out there and I will kill for you, mother. It's crazy. And at first I wasn't sure if Charlie human, I don't fucking, like hummus. I wasn't sure if he was gonna do like the job well, but again, I don't know Ed Gein, but damn, he is it's on point, baby. It is like, you want something to watch in October, you want something to like really twist your damn nuts. There you go, man. Watch that Monster series. Watch it. And a lot of people are like, oh man, I only made it to episode 4 because it was really slow and that sort of thing. It's gotta have story to it, and it does. So there's no AI stuff in it. Ooh, too bad it's not a Marvel Ed Gein, But hot damn, is it not good? But yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. So, man, I'm sorry this episode came out so so late. I just been so busy with things, but we'll have an episode on Monday for you guys and that sort of thing. I just wanted to put this out just to, to share, trying to get into the Halloween spirit a little bit. We got this, we got a little pumps here. So, I was going to get into some news and all that, but I know it's again, this is not the day that we usually post episodes. So, but anyways, and now I'm just rambling. Oh yeah, and dang, Mr. Jet himself, right? Getting OJ'd out there. God, Mark Sanchez, is it Mark Sanchez? Yeah. Sanchez! Well, he's, God, he caught a felony or two, right? Maybe he and Diddy should, work it out together. I don't know. This is just me thinking. Anyways, all right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Again, sorry for the delay on this episode. It's just been, it's just, it is what it is sometimes. So, anyways, all right, guys. I will catch you Monday, and please have a good rest of your week. All right. Again, like I always say, stay true to yourselves, and we will catch you next time, all right? Oh, man. Ed Gein. Hey, mother.